My withdrawn, silent, and shy younger sister, who was reluctant to socialize with others and spent most of her time alone with herself, suddenly started to socialize more, smile, even joke. It looked strange. Why did she suddenly change so dramatically? But I didn't pay much attention to it until she started talking about Teri more and more. It turned out that my sister had an imaginary friend. I thought it was a normal thing for a 7-year-old girl. But over time, strange things started to happen. At first, it was small details that I attributed to her imagination or just childish fantasies. For example, she would often say that Teri was telling her what to do. She said that an imaginary friend is someone who gives her advice, helps her make decisions, even saves her from danger. On the day she was almost injured, Alisa surprised everyone. She explained that she would not have walked away if not for the advice of her friend. Every day she became more confident, her behavior became more and more strange, and at the same time her ability to predict events became more and more obvious. For example, she once said that I should be careful on the road on a certain day. And indeed, I almost had an accident when I stopped in front of a closed bridge. She kept saying that Teri knew what was going to happen. I started to get more and more worried because there was something ominous and unreal in her words. She accurately described things she couldn't know and sometimes even seemed to predict the future. But what scared me the most was how easily she communicated with him, as if he were an ordinary person. Once I was about to ask her about her friend, but before I could say a word, she stopped me. "Don't worry, everything is fine. He always helps me. I know it's unusual, but I see him." It came as a shock to me. I tried to find out more, but Alisa just laughed and refused to give specific answers, instead repeating, "All you need to know is that he is always right." And then the worst thing happened. On one of our usual evenings, when we were sitting with her parents at dinner, Alice mentioned the friend again. This time, she said that he had warned her about an event that could change everything for our family. I didn't pay much attention to this until the next day, when I learned that one of our close relatives had escaped serious danger, thanks to Alice's warning. She described exactly what had happened and again said that Teri had tipped her off. I began to realize that this was no longer just a child's imagination. Every day, Alice was becoming more and more like a person who had knowledge that she could not have gained through any other means. We didn't know what was really going on, and at that time, I could not find an answer to what was happening to my sister. She was a different person, and her friend had become part of her reality, and I could not understand whether it was her mind that was creating these illusions, or whether there was something more to what she was experiencing.